and yes. It's another here we go day, guys. We don't want to get too spoilt with it, but we sit down here smiling, sipping on our
So you should.
beautiful beverage of choice. It's been another great day to be a Man United supporter. The Sesko, here we go. We knew it was coming. So we primed ourselves for it. But when you see, the here we go with the kit and Romano does it, then it's done. It's not a Spurs Gibbs White done. It's a Man United normal. Everybody else is done. It's only Spurs who have ever had a here we go. That wasn't a here we go. So we knew it was coming. He's in the air at the moment. Apparently his flight got delayed. But we're used to delays at Man United, so it's not really an issue. And this is for Rio. Last Friday on the Mix Zone. If you don't watch it, it's the Friday night show where we talk all things Premier League. He actually called INEOS Widios. Now I poo-pooed it. I laughed. I blamed it on his age. But as the week has gone, I'm beginning to realize I'm old enough, to know that you shouldn't really have that situations until the final piece of the jigsaw is done. At the moment, all the sides are done. It's pretty. We're just finding those last, couple of pieces inside to complete the puzzle. So, I'm not going to say they win us at the moment. I can't do that. But they are actually getting there. Look, let me get the housekeeping out of the way first. Guys, we're on our way to 4,000 subscribers. As you can see on here, we have said before the start of the season, we're humble enough to accept that that might not happen. It would be great if it did. But either way, once we do hit that 4,000 subscribers, we will be giving away a signed, start again. We'll be giving away a Manchester United shirt of your choice, name and number if wanted. So yeah, help us hit that subscribe, share the hell out of it. Twitter's probably the best avenue for that. But guess what? You might not be on Twitter. You might want to share it on WhatsApp. You might want to share it on Facebook, Twitch. You might even want to share the direct link on your channel on YouTube. So it doesn't take much to become a subscriber, and it does help us. And guess what? You've got your chance of winning now for the price of a Freddo, price 99p membership. You have got a chance to win a signed Brian Robson shirt, authenticated, of course. Once we hit our designated figure, obviously we've got our figure in our head on the channel, but you'll never know what it is. You then have the chance to win a Brian Robson signed shirt as well. Also, which is kind of less down the line, you do have the opportunity to join me and Rio on our Friday night show where we talk about all things Premier League. And with that, I will get that off. No, I won't. Why can't I remove that? There we go. I'm back. And yeah, that's something that you guys can obviously do for us. Rebel, that shirt is striking. That shirt is striking. Let me.
Yeah, you got to get him full screen.
Right,
For that.
guys in the chat, tell me the shirt. Come on, name that shirt. Don't say what it is, Rebel, yet.
I've not said nothing.
Let me say a couple of howdies to the people who have actually taken their time out to make the effort to join the channel as well. Let me show some love. Solo, here we go. Nice. We knew it was happening, but yeah, it does feel nice to get another one over the line. Eddie's Football Waffle, I hope you're doing well, my friend. Shah, good to have you back, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go boogie boogie. Oh,
I'm singing
God.
out of my head. I'm
Yeah.
reading that and singing out of my head. I am. Let's go. Always believe in Sesko.
You got 2 for 1 in there. You got Believer and Sesko in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, hopefully we can get a remix button out in a week or so. We'll
We'll
see.
get Com to work on it. We'll get Yabba to do the vocals. Patrick Pillow, pretty damn impressed, legends. I didn't expect a potential top tier 9. I really thought it would be Calvert-Lewin. It's strange, innit? It's strange how things go. Late, Mr. B. That's your weekly wages. Oh, thank you very much. He's telling you that you're not allowed to be late as well. Ooh, Frankie Sesko. GMT now. Somebody's changed their name.
Yeah,
And
very excited.
I'm trying to work out who it is. But
I'm pretty sure I saw the GGMUCT yesterday. But it wasn't Frankie Sesko.
No, because they're a member. So it's working out this picture. But don't worry. Welcome to the madness.
Reveal yourself.
But look, we know you've been here a long time. We're gonna let you troll because the season hasn't even started yet. But once the season starts, my friend, for Mr. Sesko's sake, I hope that his new employees don't expect him to have a Harden-like impact. He is far from the finished article. He needs work on his build-up play. Oh look.
Just reins us back in. Us back in. I'm not having it.
Guys, this is one for you. We're one more subscriber away from 3.8. Will we get it in this show? Will it be on this stream? We'll find out tomorrow. We deserve better. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Oh, how you doing? I am Titanium. Asus, Tesco, every little helps. Now, Asus.
Here we go.
Obviously, we know sometimes you come on and you do have that kind of negative vibe. Are you feeling a little bit more positive with what's going on at the club? Links red. Good evening, Saints be praised. We finally have him. Oh yes, indeed. Stephanie, Princess. Well, Princess, can Princess be younger than me? Actually, I don't even know if you're younger than me. I'm gonna say Princess. Could be Queen. In which case, it makes no difference. Stephanie, how are you doing, my dear? I hope you're doing well. 15 likes already. Ooh, 17. I'm wondering if we're going to beat. What did we get yesterday? 30. We've had 37 this week. I'm wondering if we're going to get a 37 likes on this one. But how you been, Rio? It's been 5 days of mega madness. Obviously, the Sesko deal is in. Thoughts and how soon do you think he's going to be because he's medicals tomorrow. They're looking to parade him on the pitch during I'm assuming after the Fiorentina game, and then it's going to be 5 days of training to see how fit he can get to what sort of action he can get on the pitch. So what are you feeling about Sesko, man?
I'm absolutely buzzing. I think, when was it the last time I was on and we all went through our list of strikers? I think we were down to Jackson, Watkins and Sesko, and we all wanted Sesko. You know, funny how time flies by, and now we're at that point now where we've got him. You know, I think he has landed, and that has been a joy today. I have to work in an office from time to time, and getting these updates coming through. I'm there refreshing on X, refreshing on YouTube. What's happening? And you're getting people with the flight time. That's how serious, that's how big we are. People are knowing the flight time, knowing when he's landing. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I think it's going to complement our current signings to a T.
Rebel. And I know Mr. Negative Nancy. Come on, talk to us. And let us know your feelings. And obviously, you have been smiling lately. And you're still smiling. Sesko, what do you think he's going to bring to us over our -9?
Well, if you actually remember, I think it was about 2 years ago, me, you, and Amandi, aka Yaba, were actually on a channel program, and we were talking about Mr. Sesko when he was leaving Salzburg to go to RB Leipzig, and I liked the look of him then. And now he's developed a bit more, and I am excited to see his future at Manchester United. We obviously will have Mbumu and Cunha giving him support, which I think is probably the best setup that we've ever given a young striker in recent years. And the pressure to score all the goals will not be on him, which is good news for us. We obviously want him to be doing his part, but we're not going to have to say, it's all on you, kid. You have to be the goal scorer in chief. He's going to have other players basically help him out. And I think this is good, positive transfers from Manchester United. We went from, what was it, last year? Garna, -9 and Xerxes to Sesko, Cunha, and Mbumo. So, like, that is positive developments. And I do agree with Bart. He's obviously going to come in not having had the benefit of the full preseason with us. So maybe he starts on the bench against Arsenal. Maybe
I would think so. I would think so. You're shaking your head.
I'd throw him right in, and have him compete against the Swedish Mikael Antonio in Gyökeres, and have them clash. He's going down already for me in folklore as the Swedish Mikael Antonio. Have them clash. Get it done and over. I think he'll be ready. I think he will be ready.
Rebel, sorry, we cut you, bruv. Sorry, we cut you off guard.
Yeah. Do you know what? I would love to see him do a Wayne Rooney and score a hat-trick in his debut. I would absolutely bloody love it. And to do it against Arsenal? Oh, hell yes. I would love that. But can I actually just take one little segue? We ended yesterday's show in a barrel of laughing because Ben Jacobs made a certain tweet about a certain Miss Jackson and his links with Newcastle. Would you believe it might actually happen again that another target for Newcastle could end up elsewhere? Spurs are in the race, and a few others are in the race now. I swear, this club, Newcastle, have to be the most unlucky sons of guns that I've ever seen. Now, they've been giving out legs about PSR and how it's favouring the big six, but they want to have a blank checkbook. So, I'm sorry, lads, but just because you can't get the players across the line, it ain't their fault.
Stephanie's got here, front three picks itself, or does it? I would, the 9 or whatever number he takes picks himself. Cunha picks himself. I would like to think Mbeumo picks himself as well. But as the season goes, I can see Bruno maybe coming in for one of those two, maybe depending on the game. We might need a Kobe slightly deeper, or I think so Yogata at the moment, good grief. Or somebody else, let's say another player there. So maybe maybe if it's not set, but I think most games we would like to see that as a front three. I don't think we're going to get it the first game of the season. I really, really don't. But depending on the -9 situation now, because obviously he didn't have a rival, Sesko wasn't at the club. Sesko's now here, so obviously he's now got to think about what he's going to be doing now. He's pre-season fit, match sharp. He's done all of the pre-season work. So whoever gets Rasmus has got a ready-made play in regards to fitness. We've now got to get Sesko's fitness up to a level where we expect him to be playing, the whole 90 minutes. Xerxes hasn't kicked a ball pre-season yet, so it can't be Xerxes. Does Rasmus is -9 starting, the Arsenal game? Is the Fiorentina game the last game that he plays for the club?
Do you still Rasmus? Do you see Rasmus going?
Of course I do. What are you talking about?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Sorry.
Rio, come on now. if we thought he was good enough, we wouldn't have been spending whatever million, whatever it is, however much millions on Sesko. Surely, you feel that they will keep him.
I think I've been I don't know. I think I've been a little bit deceived this preseason. I think he's not looked too bad. I think he's got the kick up the bum that he's needed, and I don't know. I have my feeling that he might not go now, but it's just a feeling. I could be
Rebel,
wrong. I know you want him gone.
Talk some sense into him. Talk some sense to him. Guys in the chat, look, here we go. This is here we go. Links red.
Okay.
Goodbye, Rasmus. Rebel. Okay. Is there anybody who actually agrees with Rio? Whether
Here's
you're
the way
wrong.
I see it.
Come on, talk.
We are currently looking to get in reinforcements in centre mid, aka the 6. We're currently looking at our goalkeeping situation. We're currently looking at possibly a centre back situation, depending on what's left at the end of all that. Rasmus and Garnacho are capital for that transfer window. Rasmus is worth about 40 million, and Garnacho is somewhere between 40 and 50 million. That's 90 million pounds. That's the Liba pretty much delivered to you in the sale of those two players. I do not see a future where Rasmus is the third choice striker. It's just too much capital invested, because you do have a Cheeto that can kind of fill in as that third tier striker. You do have a few other options, like having Cunha slip in there from the last 40 minutes of the game and doing a bit. Like, there's plenty of options. There's no future for Rasmus if he wants to develop his career. Somewhere like an RB Leipzig, a Dortmund, these places would probably be ideal for him to reignite his career. Is there a chance that he's still there at the end of the season or the end of the transfer window? Of course there is. But I think Joshua Zirkzee is ahead of him now, because Joshua Zirkzee can link with Cunha and Mbeumo, can link with Bruno, can link with Ahmed on the right wing, can link with Dorgo on the left wing. There's so many options there now that it's very difficult for him to kind of carve out minutes for himself. And at this stage of his career, not playing is detrimental to his development.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I want him to go. I just think he might stay, but we'll see. Everything you just said then is bang on. I agree with it.
Oh,
that looks beautiful. It's
beautiful. What have you done? Look, sorry, I'm gonna have to take this chat off, and I'm gonna have to make my screen big.
There we go.
Oh, good.
Take it in.
Isn't that a thing of beauty, guys? If you think about what we had last season, and look, let's be honest, the way the season finished, nobody expected us to be doing the madness that they're doing. Let's not get it twisted. This is guaranteed goals. I don't expect Sesko to come in. You got to think about what Rasmus did. He had one season of 9 goals and we bought him. Sesko's had 3 seasons of scoring goals in Germany. Does it transfer to the Premier League? We're going to have to wait and see. But the fact that he's not an Italian striker, I'm over the moon with. You know me and the Italian league already, but good grief. That is a thing of absolute beauty. Maybe is that copyright if I have that as a green screen?
I don't think you're gonna do that.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. For me, that's the second best attack in the league for me now, I think.
Second best. Okay,
yeah,
we'll save that.
I like that picture.
Yeah.
I like that picture.
-9 stays to annoy Mr. B. Bart's asking, does Xerxes have a bigger pool of suitors than Hoyland?
I haven't heard anybody knocking around asking about Xerxes, so
yeah, we're not letting him go.
I don't think we're interested in selling him.
Yeah, that's more what I think.
I like him. There's a good player in Joshua. A really good player.
Retro. He's a guy. Ahmad won't be a starter.
I have some news for you.
Memo on the right. Cunha and Bruno is attacking mid.
I have some news for you. There's rumored details of what Benjamin Sesko's contract is going to look like. 160k per week.
All those people who said Cunha's going to be on 200 grand a week. Fuck you. Oh, if Webber's going to be on 200 grand a week. Fuck you. Sesko is now coming in on £160,000. Rebel, is that confirmed? Well, I say, is that confirmed? I know you're not going to come and talk on here if it's not. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful figure.
INEOS.
That is a.
We don't know whether or not there's going to be bonuses or not, but
yeah,
it
but
looks like base salary.
If that's a flat rate, they listen. They're doing stuff, innit? Things are working out. 160 grand. Don't tell me that. And we're not hearing nothing about an extra 25% for being in the Champions League, or maybe we wouldn't hear those things. But if we get in the Champions League, pay them all the extra 25% in it. But yeah, it's at the moment, it's nice. It's nice. It feels good to be a Man United supporter, man. It really, really does feel good to be a Man United supporter. I don't see any negativity apart from Rasmus, which is understandable. Actually, in the chat,
did you not see that Rasmus actually liked Sesko's approach to Manchester United? He's actually been liking the media posts about Sesko coming, so he's been a team player.
He's an idiot then. He's being an idiot then. Yeah. I've changed my mind. I'll change my mind. He's a fool. Yeah. Kiss ass. Nah, he's putting. I know what he's doing now. He's putting apples on Amorim's desk. Everything. Nah, I don't like that. Nah. He has to be ruthless. I thought he was going to be ruthless and fight for his spot, not welcome him through the door.
Yeah, well, you welcome the competition because he's still here. I mean, look, you could be right. Maybe a deal doesn't get done until January. But what I feel is the Italian teams are interested, and there's a little rumor that AC Milan are at the London offices, in it, to find out what deals can be done and what the numbers are in the Rasmus deal. Obviously, it's not going to be anywhere near the money that we paid for him. But obviously, with the PSR and the way that these finances are worked out, what did we get? 5 years? We've had him for 2.5. I mean, look, maybe 30, 35 covers it. If somebody comes in with, if they come in with 30 plus 10, would United accept it? Would they be looking for more than that? What do you think the figure is going to be for -9?
I think 30 with 10 achievable add-ons and 10% sell-on.
Yeah.
Would be a fair figure.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't answer. Do you reckon they'll go for that? Yeah.
Well, if he's their striker that is going to be the striker of the future, they're never going to sell him. So the 10% is academical, but it's just in the event that they do sell him. Like, we might as well have something in there. Plus, if you're kind of saying, look, we'll let you have a base 30 plus 10, like you're giving them a fairly minuscule impact on their transfer budget for this year. So I think it's more than fair transfer fee for them.
Yeah. You don't want to do it too high so he doesn't get shifted and moved on. But you got to do it to a point where it's not too low where you're getting shafted and you want some money back. There's a potential. People going for him, teams are going for him, will be going in for the potential, not for what he can do right now. They'll think, oh, we can get something out of him that he can hold it up in some kind of element, but he'll probably flop wherever he goes, to be fair. So yeah, get rid.
Actually, here's an interesting one for you lads. Garnacho has been in the news, and apparently Chelsea have started their push to sign him. They have announced that Levi Colwill has done his ACL, so we do hate to see players getting badly injured. So Levi Colwill would probably miss the majority, if not all, the season. But the figure that Manchester United have said they want for Garnacho is £50 million. There's Chelsea fans giving socks, obviously, on Twitter about, if we get him for 30, we'll take him, and all this nonsense. We should not be giving Chelsea any cut price deals. It's either pay the 50 or jog on. their little buddy in America has spent bare cash on worse, like Mudryk and whatnot. But here's the interesting one for you. The figure that Brighton are talking on as the silly money figure for Baleba is £104 million. But the one thing you have to actually think about is his wages are completely and utterly minuscule.
12.5 grand a week.
Exactly. So, like, even like if we're at 80, even if we come up to 90, what we'll actually be dealing with in terms of a wage is going to be maybe a third of what Casemiro's on.
Yeah. When I saw that news about how much they kind of want for him, because they want, what was it, 105, 608 or something like that for him. I was happy most of the day. That's when I saw that came out within the last 2 hours or so, wasn't it? When I saw that, it did kind of, I went, oh, okay, that's a little bit of a downer. Do you think that will go for him still, or we'll try and negotiate the price down a little bit, try and get Baleba?
I think the price will go down. Obviously, Brighton do have a figure, and they're normally pretty good. But what you got to think about is there's no way we started speaking to Baleba and his agents or the intermediaries yesterday. The fact that they're trying to offer him a contract for this season so that he can leave next season, they want a bidding war, don't they? If you think about Arsenal, they're not in the market for a central midfielder. Chelsea aren't in the market for a central midfielder. Liverpool aren't in the market for a central midfielder. Man City aren't in the market for a central midfielder. So we've kind of got a transfer windows jump before they reset their finances. So I don't feel that this is something that has been just happening. I mean, Romano was talking about central. Remember, he was dropping little tweets about central midfielders. He's got news about central midfield. He's already known what's going on. So if he's known-ish, maybe he was told not to say nothing at all. But the fact that he knew what was going on means that Brighton also knew what was going on. They're saying that the talks were done respectfully. They didn't go straight to the player. They did what they did and they went to Brighton, which means that they're doing everything the right way. I'm not saying Brighton are going to give us a discount because we've done it the right way, but you've got to feel that there's something is happening, and it's a lot, and it's a lot closer than maybe we think. Look, the Sesko deal. Oh, we moaned about Mbeumo. It's taken 4 years to get the deal done. Sesko's done, start to finish. Boom, accepted. Boom, in. Here we go. Boom, medical. What, 3 days?
Yeah.
I don't expect a Baleba deal or the next player deal to be done in 3 days, but we're now starting to move like Liverpool. I look at Liverpool being the benchmark when it comes to signing players, rightly or wrongly. You hear about them being interested in a player in the morning, and then by the end of the day, they're already having their medical. Nothing is getting leaked. And if this transfer window could have been so different, we could have had that big thug, the new number 9 at Chelsea, as our striker.
It's crazy how things have changed.
There's no way that we planned to get Sesko. Sesko wasn't on the list. He was Arsenal's number 1.
We wanted the lap, didn't we?
Yeah,
that's actually crazy when you mention that. So technically we didn't get Champions League football, which meant we didn't get the lap. Sesko, Arsenal, as you say, Arsenal wanted Sesko. They didn't get Sesko. They got Mikel Antonio, aka Gyökeres, and then we've ended up with Sesko. And ultimately, out of all three, I think Sesko's the better player. Out of all three.
For me, he is now because we've got him. But guaranteed, if we had got Gyökeres, to me, Gyökeres would have been the better player. I know what I'm like in it. The fact that we've got a player who can grow with the team at his age. I'm happy with the price. You pay for what you have to pay for. We need a striker. It's blatantly obvious that we needed a striker.
But here's the thing for me, though, Mr. B. The transfer window that we've done this year, it was actually a requirement. Manchester United's squad needed the level of reinforcements that we've gotten into it. Like when we looked at what the other clubs were doing, we absolutely needed those 3 players. And I'm going to sit in the fence slightly. I think Gyökeres is going to be a success in the Premier League. I don't think he's going to flop. But I think long-term, Sesko is probably going to be somebody that does damage 5-10 years in the Premier League. I think he has, when I look at the goals that he's scored, some of them are absolute woof. They are crazy. And I just think that Arsenal got the player that they needed, in that they needed someone that was going to be hitting the ground running. And let's face it, they had Jesus before that and Kai Havertz. Let's call a spade here. That's a major upgrade. And we've upgraded to the level of Benjamin Sesko, and we've given him support in Mbeumo and Cunha.
Welcome, Devs. I hope you're doing well. Take it. As I said, I got nothing but love for my I found a new friend in you. I'm glad you're happy, but now it means nothing. It will mean nothing come November when we slap you all over the pitch. The normal order of what's the word I'm looking for?
Hate.
I don't hate Tottenham. I don't hate Tottenham, to be fair. I don't hate Tottenham. I pity them a lot.
Camaraderie.
Dave P. Hold on. Sorry, he's got one.
Yeah.
There are possibilities like a Carrington sponsorship or similar injection of funds too. If other clubs suspect that, they might think that they get less leverage. We're not that desperate to sell. I think this is about -9. I think he's dropping on. But that's a good point, because we've got no sponsor. The Tezos has gone in it from the shirt. Oh wow.
Looks better.
Do you know what I think? It does. I think it looks cleaner. But I think Dave P's onto something there. They might just sponsor the whole training ground.
Yeah. Here's another interesting one for you, because I want to see what Dermot says on this. Would you take Jackson at Tottenham Hotspur? Let us know, Dermot. But to go back to Man United news, we saw today that PSG have completed the signing of Cavalier. We know that Donnarumma is in the last year of his contract, and I don't see PSG keeping both of them at this point. I think they're going to try and get some bit of their money back. According to Ben Jacobs, who's been pretty on point in this transfer window, the fee is 30 million euros. Now, the one thing about it is he does command mad money. And whether or not that aligns with our new wage structure is the question.
Yeah, that's concerning. If he's rejected or not getting another contract at PSG and he's already on insane money, we probably won't go for him. Because INEOS are doing stuff financially nicely, so it'd be going against what they've done so far.
I get that, and maybe we are a year away from Donnarumma, but PSG aren't keeping him. There's no way they're going to keep him. I don't expect any player to take a drop in wages, but the fact that all these other players are signing for us.
Yeah, it's true. Why have we been linked with him? That's the point. That it's the odd one. You get
agent talk, really, isn't it? If you think about it, once we're linked with any player, then it tends to be up their value by 10 million. But 28 likes, 2 for 30. 10 to be our weekly record. Let's see if we can push for that. Thank you, Steph. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's more on Donnarumma than us, because 26 million isn't, it's not ridiculous money. But you don't want him, you don't want a goalie coming in and getting paid more than Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Kobe still hasn't signed his contract yet. So if he comes in, a goalie's coming in at 200 grand, that might throw a spanner in the work on the Kobe side of things. So I think the wages is the only reason why maybe I say that. Man United, didn't it? But there's probably a million reasons why he wouldn't come. But I think the wages would be a big stumbling block to why he wouldn't come. But the longer he sits down there, and PSG make it perfectly clear that they're not gonna be, obviously he's not renewing, he's not signing, and they're not gonna play him. Maybe something can be done.
Loan him for the year. Paid full wage.
So what was that?
Loan him for the year and pay his full wage.
Possibly.
Yeah, but then PSG wouldn't get any money though.
Well, if they don't have any suitors to buy, I'd imagine they prefer the wages being covered.
Yeah. What's happening with Lemons? We've not been linked to. Is that kind of dying away? Is that?
I think it was just quiet. I just think it's been quiet because there's so much other things going on. I don't think it's died away. I just think it's been
not priority.
All of the Sesko news, yeah.
Yeah. Sesko, I think we're going for a centre mid, and then bam, I think probably the key, because that's how it's going. We got bish bash bosh. We can't. That's one thing that hasn't changed. We can't do multiple deals at the same time.
No, that's fine. If we're doing deals quickly, then if we can get them done quickly, then at the same time it means that they're getting dealt with behind the scenes at the same time. But obviously, the main bits are maybe not happening.
Newcastle scouting everyone for us. That's why. So that's what.
No, but you see what United are doing. They're letting other teams do the donkey work.
Yeah,
find out what they're going to get paid. Sit down and wait. Boom. Okay, we'll pay you this. We'll do this, because with the Sesko deal, there was always involved. That every part of the way. The fact that they had a second backup, is great news. I've got one for you though. Obviously, Agent Onana's worked his thing to a certain extent. We say jokingly with Mbeumo. We're saying about him maybe, working a little something with Baleba. Do you think that after he's done his talking, it would be disrespectful to sell him?
Here's the thing for me. If we can land Baleba, or however I'm going to learn how to pronounce his name properly, leave Agent Onana have another year. Quite happy to leave him there.
And get Lemons. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just don't see, because he's giving interviews like he's not going anywhere. Like he's always been a confident kind of guy, but even the interview that he did before the last game, I don't think he thinks he's going anywhere.
Maybe he isn't. Maybe he's been told he's staying.
No, please don't say that. Get that hologram out this club now. I don't care about what discussions he's doing, what agent fees he's on, nothing like that. Get him out. I'm done with him. No. Get the hologram gone. And I don't trust him to be having conversations with Baleba. If this is what it's coming down to, that he has to have conversations with Baleba. No. I want him gone. I want Donnarumma, Lemons. I know what you mean. It sounds disrespectful. Thank you for your services to getting these players through the door. Yeah, no, go. Just go. Let's go. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Rio's not having it, is he?
No, not a fan. Thank you, Patrick Pillow. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, kind sir. Thank you.
I don't mind him staying if it was between a goalkeeper and a midfielder. I just see him costing us in a big game.
He's back. He's back for Arsenal, isn't he?
He's what? Yeah, I think he'll be be back for the Arsenal game. I think he will be back. I think he'll be back for the Arsenal game. I would play Heaton. I would play Heaton. Heaton's played all of the preseason. Yeah, I would play Heaton for the Arsenal game. Or at least he does goalie stuff.
Yeah, I'm not playing Tom Heaton. I'm sorry, his reactions just aren't there.
So who you playing? Rebel?
Playing hologram, aren't you?
I have to. By the way, happy birthday to Mbumo.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to work out if I like that kit.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I saw it in person today. It is very nice. It is very nice.
Maybe I'll have to go to the sports shop and have a look.
But Mr. B, in the background, I want to let the viewers in on this. We said that in the event that INEOS pull off a madness and deliver Liba, all 3 kits have been bought, but obviously from a certain man named Tony.
Of course, that's not that goes without saying. I can see what it looks like and what it feels like in the shop, but they ain't getting my money. It's always going to go to Tony. But yeah, if we get it, if Rebel, yeah, I am so buying all 3. I just
see. I've got the one in the background, the home one.
You got the home one.
Yeah,
it's mad. The home shirts never ever excite me. It's always the away one, and if it's a white away one, I think I've got a soft spot for the white away shirts. But the red one, I just never dig the home ones. How we do?
Fair point.
Oh, Sherbet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Point. If he's got 2 man, twittering in his ear as well, then maybe it's gonna work.
He's got 3 hands. You forgot about him.
You got to do it again. Go on. Boom.
Listen, things can work. Things can work. Look, I said, we understand we're doing it in jest and stuff like that, but things work. Obviously they're not going to be the ones paying the money, but I don't want him to go on strike. I don't want him to do it Isaac. Let the deal be done properly, and if it can be done, it can get done. But the fact that we're looking at a central midfielder is great. And guess what? If we don't get him, a lot of the work has now already been done for a January move, or even a move next year with a fee, the fee agreed now.
I'd like to think that they know the type of profile they want now. They've got a template. So, getting Baleba would be incredible. I would love that. But if they're not going to budge, Brighton aren't going to budge, I'd love us to move to the next target and get a centre mid of some kind. The profile is there. We know what we want.
So you wouldn't do what Liverpool did and wait for the target to become available?
No. I made a mistake. I remember last time I was on, I was singing the praises of Ugarte, and I was saying Ugarte and Bruno, I think we'd be fine with that. I will put my hands up, and seeing him do that, I don't know, that belly flop dive header thing on the edge of the box to try and control the ball in the last game, I was like, you know what? No, that was a disaster class. So I'm more inclined, because I wanted a striker more than anything. I'm more inclined to get a centre mid now, even if it's not Baleba.
Rebel, what are you thinking? Are you taking a gap filler?
No, I want the dream signing. I want all in. I want the lad that's going to cause nightmares for the Gooners, nightmares for Liverpool, nightmares for Arsenal, nightmares for every goddamn team in the Premier League.
You changed my mind. I want Baleba. I am a Baleba.
Here, But I want to read a quote from Fabrizio on one of his podcasts. He says, Manchester United want to find a new midfielder. That's the mission for Manchester United. And I think it was Ben Jacobs who said Ruben Amorim is insisting on a midfielder, and he wants a mobile, dynamic midfielder. And that is Baleba. And let's just face it, would David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano be posting this if there wasn't a possibility that it would happen?
And this is what I'm saying. You know, they haven't just. Yes, Mitesh, it's been a long time, man. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, it's something's happening. We're a lot further down the line with that deal than obviously we would know as, you know, us regulars. I just feel that there's an opportunity, and I'm with you, Rebel. I would rather wait because that's the one that we want than fill the gap with somebody who might not be profile wise, yes, but that's the number one target. You know, nobody is talking about being linked with none of the tops, nobody. The fact that we've come out now, as I said, it's not going to be a bidding war because I think we've done that part already. The fact that we're now in, you know, United aren't interested in these players who are going to be linked with somebody else. You know, Sesko, yeah, Newcastle twerked him. You know, they even gave him money at the strip club, but he wasn't interested. You know, he only had eyes for us. So I feel that that's a deal that could be done. That it's just the 100 million. They're not paying that. They're not paying that.
I put a question out there. Let's just say in 3 weeks' time we're talking about him landing at Manchester United. That would still leave about a couple of weeks in the transfer window. Obviously, if you're Garty, Bruno, and Kobe, you're not bothered by that because you know where you're going to be in terms of the squad rotation. Bruno can kind of play both in the 8 and the 10 and possibly in other positions. But if you're Casemiro, all of a sudden, you're looking at Kobe, you're looking at Baleba, you're looking at Ugarte, you're looking at Bruno, all being the main contenders for that spot. You got the young fella, Kone, who we don't know whether or not we're going to decide to loan him or not.
No, they're not loaning him. They're keeping him, Rebel. They're going to keep him. I said he's seen something there again. Yeah, they're going to keep him at the club. So
if you're Casemiro, all of a sudden, you're kind of going, do I want to spend the last year of my career sitting on a bench, even if I'm on the money that I'm on? All of a sudden, does Saudi look attractive to him?
Also, he was picked for the last World Cup squad. And guess what? If he's not playing, he ain't getting picked. You know, this would be his last World Cup. Ancelotti knows his game inside out. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, he did the same thing. He didn't play him the early part of the season, but everybody knows he's not a Premier League midfielder. The problem is the money that he's on. You know, a year left, he's come back trim. He's done all of the work that Amorim's asked the whole squad to do because they all come back looking bloody wham this season. You know what I mean? But it could be. That could be something that would just, you know, sensible.
The sooner we get that centre mid deal done, though, the more likely that would happen, I would suppose.
Do you think it would be him or Collier, though?
At the same time, I think he might be happy just to sit on his bum, just taking in that dash. You know, one last season. You know, he's won it all, hasn't he? So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. It's a brilliant shout, though. Like, it's a brilliant shout out to mention that. I don't think he would mind.
But yeah, here's the thing, right?
Name, bam.
This is another one for you to consider, Rio. 52 weeks left in his contract, approximately. And the differential between Baleba's contract and his would probably be somewhere in the region of 150 grand per week. That's 7.8 million.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that. Yeah. What was that?
The differential, if we were to move Casemiro on, if he believed he didn't have an avenue to play him, because obviously we don't have European football. If over the course of the season, if we're saying we're giving Baleba, say 150, 160,000, that's 150,000 per week of a saving, which is roughly 7.8 million over the season. If we move,
He's gonna have to want to go though. Will he want to go? I think that's going to be the
Ancelotti.
hiccup in the whole situation.
Maybe it'll be a January move then. Maybe he'll stick around till January and find out that he's not getting any game time. Because the fact that he was playing last season, maybe, but he hasn't kicked a ball in pre-season. So I feel that he's out. I feel that he's completely out. It might be something where he goes in January.
But yeah, every penny saving counts with INEOS, so they might look into it.
Colm, you obviously missed the start of the show. There's no guarantee that they're getting Nick Jackson.
Yeah, they've done their scouting, and everyone in the world wants him now. Jackson looks like a promising signing because Newcastle started sniffing around him.
Let him have him. Let him have him. Just, listen, my hatred for Newcastle. I've never hated Newcastle apart from for the last maybe 4 days. I subscribed to a few of their channels just to hear them crying. To be fair, I've been a real bitch like that. To be fair, but
good on you.
Look,
Good on you.
At least I've subscribed, and I'm not going to unsubscribe. You know what I mean, guys? We're on 33. We're on 33 likes. Can we get the extra 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? The extra 5 before yeah, we can get the extra 5. Then that surpasses our week. You know, we got to try and beat that for tomorrow.
I think it might be interesting to actually answer Farron's question here.
What's he got?
If INEOS deliver Baliba on top of the 3 footballers that we've already signed, does everybody in the Manchester United fan base owe Sir Jim and INEOS an apology?
Not me. Not me.
Definitely
not me. Not me.
He called him INEOS. There's a lot of people who need to convert. Look, there's a lot of things they've done wrong, Rebel. You know, the sacking of the staff and all those things are unforgivable. But pitch-wise, and what they've done on the pitch, yeah, you have to say fair enough. I don't know how else they could have saved money. You know, I said everybody laughs sandwiches and blah blah, but you know these are people's livelihoods at the end of the day. You know, so
Can I bring up a piece? Because I remember from the last time I spoke about that, and I was traumatized from all your reactions, and I went onto ChatGPT and I actually put in, I've been absolutely slaughtered because I've called INEOS INEOS. Can I please have a counter argument? So when I come back onto the show, I've got some ammunition. I will give you this. Fans forget this isn't just about who plays up front. INEOS are trying to rebuild a club that's been badly run behind the scenes for over a decade. The off-field bloat was real. Too many layers, too much inefficiency, a club running like it was still 2008. INEOS are doing what serious owners do, streamline operations, cut costs in the right places, and install accountability at all levels, not just on the pitch. Yes, it has been a brutal time for people that have lost their jobs, but as INEOS said, every pound counts. That was my counter argument.
No,
I will leave that there. I will leave that there, though. I will leave that there.
I hear what you're saying. As I said, I understand how business works. I've been in more than enough companies where you see people get made redundant, and you know, I understand it. I get it. When people come in, that's what they do. They make uncomfortable decisions. But when it's your club, you know, those are those uncomfortable decisions that are being made. Maybe touch home a little bit more. You know what I mean? If it was Ipswich, Arsenal, or whatever, then you know it is. There you go. Rio is cool.
Colin, I know you're raging. Colin, I know you're raging. I know you're angry.
It's right. Come see you tomorrow. Don't worry. He's in the. Yeah.
Steph, I love that.
Don't worry, Cole. He'll be here tomorrow. He'll be here tomorrow.
I actually got some homework for Colm because there is a piece after being done about alternatives should we not be able to land Baliba. One of the players mentioned is Angelo Stiller.
And another player that's mentioned is Lucien Agmon.
Never heard of any of them.
Still a
But I don't mind that. I'll be honest.
Still
I'll be honest. I don't mind not. I don't mind not knowing about players. Obviously, we know about Belay, but he's a Premier League player. But as you're saying, Rio, they've got a profile of player that they're looking for now. So Belay may well be the 100. Maybe we'll get the next. Maybe we'll get the next Caicedo. The 5 million that turned into the 100 million. Who knows? Who knows? It's something that I suppose we have to try and keep positive with. To be fair, I'm saying, look, we've spoken about Garnacho, we've spoken about Baleba. We're hoping that we're getting players sold, and there hasn't really been much sadness or unhappiness for the last week. So I'm going to say long may it continue. There's going to be surprises along the way. I think we just need to get some people out of the club. Obviously, we were linked with Garnacho, and we did touch on the price. Adweke went for 50 million. And he hasn't done half as much as Cunha. Half as much as Garnacho has. So I think we should be taking 50 million. And if we don't, I think we should just let him sit down and wait. And push and sit down and sit in the reserves, train at 5 o'clock with the rest of them, with the rest of the bomb squad, if any of them are still there. And if not, then let him go to Chelsea for 50. I just look at the prices. Alanga went for 55. So I'm hoping that that's the benchmark that they're going to use.
Actually, just before we move on to other things, Mr. B, Colin rightly pointed out that David De Gea returns for his long overdue testimonial at Manchester United, and the club have announced that there will be a pre-match presentation, and it's long overdue. He was the brick wall that probably kept us in a lot of games for a long time before we felt we needed to move on from him. And I want to actually get the views of the chat in this. Edwin van der Sar was asked to pick between David De Gea and Onana as who was the better keeper. And he said Onana.
What?
Just drop a bomb, just leave it at that.
What are you talking about, Rebel? Why would I'm sorry, I'm confused. What?
Edwin
best looking goalkeeper
was asked who was the best goalkeeper out of the two, David De Gea or Onana, and he said that Onana was the best keeper out of the two of them.
There's no way.
It was one of those things, when it stays on and it's like a player versus the player, and then they go through a list of players. It came down to De Gea and Onana, and then he picked Onana. Don't justify it.
He's a good goal. Van der Sar's a good goalie. It's not like,
I think he's done it because of the Ajax connection. Personally, I think that's why he's done it. But I'm hoping that's why he's done it.
Bloody hell. Yeah, there you go, Steph. Yeah, he's been eating them cakes,
there
boy.
You go. Yeah.
Wow. Look, Frankie, nobody here is gonna say Onana.
Yeah, it's gonna be emotional, to be fair, when he does return. How he was treated, and the man was on holiday expecting a new contract and got told do not return. Like, disgraceful.
The way that he left, they shafted him, but I think he had to go. I think it was
no.
time
I 100% agree with the decision. I do agree with that. We got the wrong keeper in as well for his replacement. But yeah, the way it was done, shambolic, poor.
That's a challenge, Mr. B. Do it. Do it.
I am not admitting to that, boy. I think it's that Uber driver's bloody Colbs come all the way from the north of England to smash my face in. Nice.
He probably bring Roy Keane with him.
Oh God. Oh, Can
I actually finish on some nerdiness? Because I just found this on the Great Unwashed Tinterweb.
Oh, I do love a good stat.
All right, let me just take this off. so we can see it properly. What you got for us, Rebel?
So these are on percentiles on last season. Dual percentage, 43.3% Baliba, which is 10% more than Kobe and 4% more than Bruno. Possessions won, 73.0 against 36 and 49. Progressive carries, he's on par with Bruno. His forward passing is on par with Bruno in terms of the percentages. I presume that's success rate. And then his progressive passing is half of what Bruno's is. Now, what I found interesting in this is that they don't have too much of the defensive side of the game on it, which is a lot of his strengths.
Yeah, we'll probably have to find one with because this
Ball
is
recovery.
this looks like
Ball
yeah
recoveries is what they use nowadays, don't
Yeah.
they? Like that's a big one. Pedri,
I mean,
high ball recoveries. Vitinha, high ball recoveries. You'd be probably compared against the likes of them if you go into the European stage.
I mean, obviously they're different players in different positions on the pitch as well. They're obviously playing in different positions, but look, we need somebody, regardless of who it is. We 100% need somebody. So if it's him, great. You know. Here we go. Look, here we go. Here's one for you. Funny story when ETH signed Onana, he said he was a brilliant ball playing keeper. Nothing about shot stopping. Yeah, and to be fair, Brush sent me a message and said he's not the guy. And I said, Brush, shut up, man. They're not going to get it right. And he kept that. He kept it. He didn't come out and cuss me until a long time after. I would have dropped that straight away after he got us knocked out of the Champions League. Oh, no.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I was deceived.
I think we're probably coming towards the end, and I don't see any correct guesses in terms of what shirt this is. No,
Yeah, did anybody guess it? Sorry, Rob, I'll let you.
We had one guess in, and that was from Patrick Pillow, and he was saying a Liga MX top. It is not. So if you want to guess your guesses in while I ask the panel if they recognize it, I'm going to go to Rio first.
It is a football top, isn't it? It's definitely
Yeah.
a football top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get the screen up 1 second.
This is gonna absolutely ruin my geography, in every element, shape of what. It's not Sri Lanka, is it?
It is not.
Yeah.
One last guess. No,
Why can't I get you big?
Go on, Mr. B. No, he's big. He's big. On his own.
No, Patrick. It's not Serie B or Serie C. Frankie, you're in the right area.
Okay, let me get his messages out. Let me get you off. I'm going to take you off solo. No, because it wasn't that way. Oh, Lord, what am I doing? Remove. No, it's not that. Oh, exit solo. Right. Okay. So you said Frankie, yeah?
Frankie, yeah, he's got the right idea. Just hasn't nailed the country.
See, I could go for a whole lot. I wouldn't know. Obviously that's going to be flag colors.
Hydro.
Oh shit!
Retro says Senegal.
Retro.
We have a winner. It's not retro. It's the comment right below
Adam.
us.
Oh,
Fair play, Adam.
Fair play, Adam. Fair play, Adam. I wouldn't have got that in my whole life. Fair play, Adam, boy.
It's not even their home shirt, it's their away shirt.
Can I ask how you knew that, Adam? Just out of curiosity. Is that a shirt that you have? Is it a country that you support? How did you know that was the shirt? I didn't have.
Didn't Google 100 different shirts.
Yeah, I mean, how long would that? That's what I mean. How long? Because I know Rebel didn't buy that yesterday. It would have taken him forever. Oh, fair play, boy. Fair play. Right. So what have we got? What have we got going for the rest of the week? We have got Oh God, we got a 12:35 on Saturday. The game kicking off. Let's see. Okay. Fair enough. Big up. I like that one. Thank you very much. We need to be more aware of our socials, guys. We will be back tomorrow. We've got the Premier League mix zone. We'll always have our resident gooner on there, so you can line up the abuse. Obviously, Rio will be back with me. Colm should be back with me. Stoney should be on tomorrow. The Liverpool supporter, and we're trying to look for a Spurs guy for tomorrow. But I'll work that out. I'll work that out, guys. If you know a Newcastle fan who's willing to get the piss taken out of him for the whole season, send him our way. Send him our way as well. Before we go, let's get the rest of this housekeeping done. We did hit the 35 likes today, not quite the 39. Hopefully that'll change after a few of you will watch this later. But we are on our way to 4K. We're 3.8 at the moment, so we're 200. We did say before the season started, you have the opportunity to win a Man United shirt of your choice. This season shirt of your choice, including the goalkeeper one. But I doubt you're going to want that with Banana Man on the back of it. So you could have any number and any name. That is obviously there for you guys once we hit the 4K. For our members, you can join for as little, let's say little, for the price of 3 Freddos. That's £1, not even £1, £100, 99p a month. Then you have the opportunity to win the signed Brian Robson shirt. It also has a certificate of authenticity.
Ooh.
Got it right. Yeah, I got it right. I got it right. Also, you have the opportunity, it's slightly lesser than that one. You have the opportunity to join me and Rio on the Premier League, mix zone every Friday. Although next week it will be Thursday, where we will be going through our predictions. So, guys, if you do want to get your predictions in, you could do it by voicemail. Send it to the channel. You could do a video and send it to the channel. The email address is themanunitedgender@google.com. I will get that up at some stage again. I'll get that prepped for the next show. That just popped into my head just now. That's why there's nothing there. So Steph, yes, please. I would like a prediction. Retro, I would like a prediction. As I said, you can do it by voicemail. We can get the recording down. You can send a WhatsApp voicemail in, or I don't know, you can record on email. Or you can do the video, which makes it easier. But I know a lot of you aren't going to want to show your face. But I would like the regulars to give us the top 4 prediction, down to 6, down to 7, and who they feel will get relegated. I will take this off that. And guys, is there anything else you want to say before we 37? 2 more. 2 more
likes, people. 2 more likes, people. Go on. You know you want to. Go on.
There you go. Anything else you want to talk about before you Rebel? When you back?
Well, I'm going to be disappearing because my brother's getting married on Wednesday, so you won't see me for dirt until Sunday week, aka Game 1 against them dirty gooners.
Oh, lovely. You take your week away.
Do you know what I want to see when I come back? I want Belaba holding up a United shirt. That's what I want.
Yes. Damn. Will it get you back on? I don't know if you're about tomorrow. I don't know if you're about tomorrow. But if you're not, then I need a score for. I need some predictions from you. For how the season's going. Whether it's the recording.
Got battered by Bayern as well.
Oh, did they?
Yep. They've got battered.
Sweet. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Right. Well, that's it. We'll deal with that. Then Colm's on tomorrow, so we'll deal with that. We got the 39 likes, guys.
Just a little something that came in from our agent in the chat. He's saying that apparently Belaba wants the move.
Yeah, he does want the move, but it's whether we can afford. It's all well and good him wanting the move. It's whether we can afford to get the move done.
Of course, he wants to come to us.
I think
everyone wants to come to us now.
Mr. B, if you've gotten the nod, you move heaven and earth to make it happen. If it means you have to sell Garnacho for 10 million underpriced, Rasmus for 10 million underpriced, you bloody do it. You get the money in to get the man in the kit.
Rebel, you know what? There you go. We've done it. We've made it 40. That's been our that's our 3-month, 4-month, 5-month high. Guys, I owe that all to you guys, man.
Thank you, people. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. Rebel, you enjoy the wedding. I expect you to get absolutely wrecked. So by the time you come back, it will be Guna Sunday where we so hopefully we'll see you on the reaction for that. Rio, I will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. We'll have a few more Premier League things to talk about. Guys in the chat, guys on YouTube, guys on Twitch, and guys on X. Thanks for watching. And
Hold on.
God,
there is some news from Fabrizio. Ooh. Manchester United are set to discuss with Rasmus Højlund about his future per Fabrizio Romano. AC Milan aware of possible opportunity on an initial loan with heavy loan fee and salary covered. But Højlund insists on staying at Manchester United and is not scared by competition.
That's why
he's gone. No, that's fine. But he's gone. He's gone. He's had 2 years. Remember when what's his name? The bald head guy that we got, man. Barada said 2 years players have got to prove that they can play for Man United. He's had his 2 years. Go play for somebody else. Go play for somebody else. Guys, with that, we're out.